Welcome back. This is Elaine and Dennis, and we're doing the Jive. We're leading up to a song, and this one song has a figure in it, which is in a lot of phase 3 dances, but it's a phase 4 figure that has become quite popular, and that is the pretzel. The pretzel sounds more convoluted than it is. It's not really too difficult to figure. It's not really difficult at all. It involves doing a couple of triples, like most of the jives we have been doing, except part of the triple is turning back to back on each other. Now, for those of you who have done the two-step, it's not like a face-to-face and a back-to-back. You're turning in a different direction. All right? I think we'll start by turning this way here. We will be going in this direction so we can look away from the camera as being line of dance. I will start in butterfly, though very often the figure begins in a loose closed position or loose semi-closed position. All right? But it goes the same way. Now, it may or may not be preceded by a rock. Very often, the cue will say pretzel, but your body will not have the momentum to do a rock. So it may or may not be preceded by a rocking step, even though by definition, it starts with a rocking step. So if I were to start with a rocking step, I would be in closed position, and we would open up to loose closed and do a rocking step in that direction, as opposed to doing a rocking step apart from each other, because this doesn't lend to going down line of dance. Anyway, to do the two triples, the first triple, we are going in this direction, starting with our lead foot, a quick 1, 2, 3. That's all. Just like you would in a basic step. 1, 2, 3. Now with this hand as a lead, again, I'm going to a cup position with this lead hand. With the trailing hand, I am going to push open away so that as our body goes in this direction, our trailing foot will go away from each other and do another quick 1, 2, 3, triple. Okay? Now, as I'm pushing away with this hand, I'm bringing this hand, the lead hand, down. And I'm not leading it this way. I don't want to have her body momentum to go that way. I'm keeping it down here so that as I push her back, we can pivot around it and then do a quick triple. Okay? Watch it again. We'll do it in real time. The triple may be just a little progression. It doesn't have to be a lot of progression. Again, for those of you who have done the two-step, it's not a big face-to-face. It's just a 1, 2, 3. Ready? We will do the two triples. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right? Let's turn it around so we can see it from the other direction. We're going to progress in that direction toward you. Ready? Let's do the two triples in a pretzel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. And our body momentum, typically with a pretzel, we're in this position. We want to get into the other position by going back the other way. But right now, our body momentum is carrying it this way. So after the two triples, what do? We do another rock. It's a crossing rock, as you can see. We crossed our lead foot, which is kind of trailing really, in front of the other foot, and we rocked. Now we are going to do two triples back, reversing our position till we face again. We'll do a triple in this direction, and then another triple as we face. And typically, after that second triple, Well, let's just do the 2 triples. Ready? 2 triples, we start the pretzel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, cross rock, and then unwind back. And typically after you unwind, you go to a loose semi-closed position. And again, very often, as typical of the pretzel, we do another rocking step. Now, this other rocking step is not part of the pretzel. Typically, it's part of the next figure. But if it isn't part of the next figure, it may be cued. But it's almost always there. You will always have that rocking step, most of the time. So if we start in loose semi-closed, we will start with a rocking step, do the 2 triples, cross rock, and do the 2 triples back. So this is the pretzel. Rock, facing triple, we turn away, we rock, and then we go back to back and come back to face, and then we rock again, beginning the next figure. Yeah, we'll do it with the music. We will start with a rocking step. Ready? Rock to a pretzel. 1, 2, 3. Rock, unwind. Do it again. Rock, pretzel. Unwind. Pretzel. Unwind. Rock. Okay? Now, the pretzel may have double rocks. The cuer may say, do a pretzel with double rocks. Or he may say, do the pretzel, and partway through the pretzel, they may say, rock twice. So it would look like this. We would rock to a pretzel, and then he would say, or she would say, rock twice, now unwind, and rock. That is the case in a number of dances, including the dance we're going to get to. But also in this dance, there are double rocks in the middle, like we just did, and at the end. So if we do a pretzel, the cuer would say, rock twice, unwind, rock twice. Okay, and that's how it would be cued. If the cuer just says pretzel, you do a single rock, beginning, middle, end. It's just a single rock. You do it in one direction, and you do it in the other. That whole thing is a pretzel. Though a cuer may say unwind, but the unwind comes pretty naturally, especially at this level of dancing, typical of phase 3 and 4 round dances. So let's do the pretzel a few times. We're going to do a link rock, and then we'll do a pretzel. You remember a link rock? Ready? Link rock. Pretzel. So chasse, forward and back. Pretzel. Double rock. Unwind. Double rock. Fall away. Turning fall away. Turning fall away again. Pretzel. Double rock. Unwind. Double rock. 2 triples. Pretzel. Rock. Unwind. Rock. Chasse, forward and back. Turning fall away. Right to left, let her under. Left to right. Rock, chasse, left and right. Pretzel. Double rock. Unwind. Double rock. Chasse, left and right. Right to left, let her under. Behind the back. Link rock. Pretzel with double rocks. Double again. Chasse, left and right. Pretzel. Double rock. Unwind. Double rock. Throw away. Left to right. Link rock. Pretzel. Single rock. Single rock. Chasse, left and right. Right to left. Left to right. All right. And that's a pretzel. Before you proceed with this lesson, I would suggest, really get to know the other figures so you can be comfortable with them. But it's a lot of fun to do the pretzel, and it's easy to lead into. If you want to lead, if you're out there dancing ballroom and you want to lead with a pretzel, again, always start with a loose, closed position. Do a regular fall away, 1, 2, 3, then rock. And then for a pretzel, pull her in, but my hand that's behind her is going to turn her. I'm going to push her out. I'm going to physically, with my fingertips, turn her this way as we go into it. 1, 2, and then release. Okay? So again, watch it one more time from this side. If I wanted to lead her, I would rock, recover, and this hand I'm going to push her. As I'm pushing her this way, I'm turning her into it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what you can do, as we get on this side, let's say we're in this pretzel position, I can be holding her here as she grabs you. Typically, you only have one rock and then unwind. But if you want to do 2 rocks, get comfortable with each other to know how to lead for 2 rocks, because when you go do a rock, your body wants to go back. So you have to be able to push her or pull her with your hand and her hand back to do another rock. Okay? Anyway, that's how I would do it. That's how Elaine and I do it on the dance floor.
Some people do that with their arms.
Yeah, if you want to add some more styling, we can do that. Do a triple, and like this. But the only thing about that is if the 2 of you are comfortable with adding that kind of a style, yes, by all means do it. It's not something that you could lead another girl into doing if you've not danced with that person before. But as long as you're comfortable with your partner, do whatever you want. Anyway, that's the pretzel. This is Elaine and Dennis in Gloversville, New York. See you at the next lesson.